Welcome to Grey Primer, a weekly show that's mostly about miniatures. My name is Nick, I'm your host, and in this episode it's our first ever exclusive on the channel. And it's from our friends at Shieldwolf Miniatures, and it's inside this orange box. In a previous episode, I looked at some of the Imperium Immortalis figures. I think there were artillery piece with its crew, and there were also some cavalry as well with those weird biomechanical horses. I'll put a link to that in the show notes below and to some other Shieldwolf videos that I've done. In this episode, I'm looking at the Imperium Desertum, the desert troops, and I've got an exclusive preview look at the Fast Attack Vehicle, the FAV. So I'm not going to wait any longer. I want to get into this box and see how cool this little resin buggy is. Back soon. Great little box that this came in as well. I love this. Okay, let's check it out. Don't want to miss anything. Everything is just peanuts in there. So get that out of the way. Okay, what do we got? So I had a quick look at this on the Kickstarter itself. I don't think it's going to be very difficult to put together, but I do think it's going to be kind of pretty when it is put together. What have I got? So I got 4 wheels on my wagon. I got my wagon. There are some kind of tiny components here for it. I might need to use the listing in Kickstarter just as a reference point for those. That looks like spotlights or something there maybe. I can't imagine this is going to be all that difficult to work out. There's a steering wheel with some hands on it. That's great. Roll bar. Looks like some weapons systems here. Hopefully you can see those. I think this is all pretty straightforward. Oh, my first look at one of the Imperium Desertum dudes. I'm liking that. I'm going to take him out of the plastic so that he's not obscured. So here he is, and I am immediately impressed by the detail. I love the goggles on the face there. You can see the shemak, is that what that's called? The sort of head covering. The clothing detail looks great. It is very impressive actually throughout there. The rifle has a little bit of resin skin on it. You can just see it around the top there, but that brushes off quite easily. Actually, you use a toothbrush to get that off. Pretty soft one. Nice detail on the hand there, finger on the trigger. And it's just a 2-part construction, so really straightforward. Popping these together. But yeah, immediately I'm impressed by the level of detail, and the finish is very good as well. Here looks like there's very little cleanup involved. The wheels have these pegs on them, but they'll clip off really easily. And I'm liking the detail inside the wheel hub here too. And I like that the track of the tire continues up inside here. That would have been easy to just skip that, but it looks like they haven't cut any corners with these. Very nice. The actual vehicle itself, and again, here's another example of not cutting corners. They've created detail for the underneath the chassis, and that just opens it up for other maybe kit bashing options. You could have, half buried in the sand or something with the troops sort of standing beside it. You're not going to have to worry about the underbelly of it being exposed and there not being any detail, because all of the detail is there. I've only had this a few minutes and I'm already talking about creating a diorama where it's buried in the sand. I'm sure it's a lot better driving around in the sand than I'm giving it credit for here. But details wise, looks great. I'm liking the padded seat. It's even got a bit of a dash going here with maybe a speedometer or something in there. And yeah, pretty impressive so far. So let's go get it built and I'll be right back. So here's the Fast Attack Vehicle, the FAV, fully built up. And it went together beautifully, very straightforward. And I only needed to reference the images of the FAV online like maybe twice. I just went into the Kickstarter and I was able to find it there in the campaign listings. And the reason for that was just the direction of the wheels. I'll let you see it here. So it is a really cool little buggy. I love the spotlights across the roll cage here. I think that gives it that nice Paris-Dakar kind of rally look. Very, very neat. You can just imagine this thing bouncing over dunes and the light just sort of shining and up into the sky and stuff as it bounces over the top. Yeah, just really cool. Something about that. The bull bar on the front. You've got these really deeply treaded tires. There's nice detail inside the actual rims there. And like I said before, the treading goes all the way up underneath the mud guards. The only strange thing, I think, was that the website had these wheels at the back pointed the other way around. There's probably a reason for that, but I preferred the look of both sort of open tire faces pointing in the same direction. When I reversed this one here, as per the website images, it just kind of felt a little odd to me. I preferred the look of it like this. And there was a nice snug fit on everything. There didn't seem to be any warping, or everything just clicked together really nicely. And I just used super glue with this. It was fine. A couple of weapons options in the back. I think there was like a flamer unit, or this, what looks like a 40mm grenade launcher, and I went with a grenade launcher. Absolutely. And there's a nice level of detail in the Grenadier. Nice intense look on his face. I think the driver's got the 10-2 driving position, which I had a laugh at. I thought that was nice, just being a sensible driver out there. That was funny. But a really nice wagon, and I felt this was a cool little bonus. Just this foot soldier. I thought that was a great little touch, and detail on the face there is very cool. I love these goggles. You can see the bandolier there and the webbing and water bottle and stuff. Nicely detailed rifle. The cleanup was quick. I didn't even have to file anything, which is always a relief when you're working with resins, because you really don't want to have filed resin fragments floating around in your workspace. So there was none of that. Glued together really well with just standard super glue. And it ends up being a really, really nice vehicle. You get 3 figures with this, which is really cool too. And it makes me really excited for the rest of Shieldwolf's Imperium Desertum range, especially some of those artillery pieces. And you could very much use this range as an incredibly high quality desert world themed Imperial Guard army, or Traitor Guard, or Genestealer cult army, something like that. But with all of the desert fatigues and desert vehicles and all of the rest, and those cool sort of weird looking camels as well that they had in the range. Imagine that coming over the top of a sand dune at you, a big bane blade, and then a whole bunch of like heavily armed camel riders. Like, that'd just be so savage looking. But that is it. Shieldwolf have again knocked it out of the park here. Independent manufacturer, and they are bringing out some amazing kits. I'll link to their playlist at the end of the video and down below in the show notes. If you're enjoying this content, please like, share, and subscribe. On the next episode, I'm actually starting a month-long series of Tau versus Imperial Guard. This is model kit versus model kit. I'll be reviewing each kit as a standalone, giving it a mark out of 100, and then at the end of the month, I'll just tally up all of the scores and see who wins between Tau and Guard in a model kit versus model kit month-long challenge. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.